Hello guys, and welcome back to another Etheria restart video. Today I'm showcasing my fully maxed Rahu, and honestly this character is absolutely insane when you build him correctly. I just finished maxing all of his skills, and after testing him in both PvP and PvE, I can confidently say Rahu is one of the most underrated units in the game right now. In my opinion, he's easily a top 5 bruiser in RTA, and in this video I'm going to explain why he's so strong, how his kit actually works, and the build I'm currently using on him. So first, let's talk about what makes Rahu special. Rahu is a defense-scaling bruiser DPS, which means the more defense you stack on him, the tankier he becomes, while also increasing his damage output. The core of his kit revolves around a unique mechanic called Wrath stacks. Each stack of Wrath increases Rahu's defense by 5%, stacking up to 12 times, and these stacks cannot be dispelled. This means that as the fight goes on, Rahu naturally becomes tankier and stronger at the same time. That's one of the main reasons he performs so well in longer fights and bruiser compositions. His passive ability constantly generates Wrath stacks throughout the battle. At the start of the fight, he already gains a few stacks, and as combat continues, he gains even more during the fight, depending on how actions are taken. The really crazy part is that Rahu can also assist allies with follow-up attacks when they attack, consuming Wrath stacks in the process. What this means in practice is that your teammates attack, Rahu jumps in with an assist, and he keeps dealing extra damage outside of his own turn. On top of that, when he has enough Wrath stacks, he can even transfer debuffs from allies onto enemies, which gives him a surprising amount of utility in PvP. Now let's talk about his ultimate ability. Rahu's ultimate deals AoE damage that scales with his defense, while also giving your entire team a massive defense buff. This buff significantly increases your team's survivability, while Rahu himself gains additional Wrath stacks when using the ability. So every time you cycle his ultimate, he ramps up even more. This is why Rahu is often described as a marathon-style DPS, because the longer the fight goes, the more dangerous he becomes. This is also why Rahu feels especially strong in PvP. Since he's built like a bruiser, he's very difficult to kill quickly. Meanwhile, he's constantly assisting teammates, stacking defense, transferring debuffs, and scaling his damage over time. In longer PvP matches or RTA bruiser comps, Rahu can quickly become a nightmare to deal with. If the fight goes past a few turns, he basically turns into a walking raid boss that keeps getting stronger the longer he stays alive. That's why I personally think he's easily one of the top 5 bruisers in the current RTA meta. Now, let's take a look at the build I'm running on him. For my shell, I'm using the Doomcrow shell, which was recently added to the game. This shell is incredibly good on Rahu because it triggers additional damage when he attacks outside of his own turn. Since Rahu already assists allies constantly with his passive, this shell ends up activating very frequently during fights. The synergy here is perfect, because the more Rahu assists his teammates, the more the shell effect activates, which means even more damage output. For my module sets, I'm currently running Bramble and Bloodbath. Bramble gives Rahu additional defensive power, and helps him function better as a bruiser, allowing him to stay alive longer and keep stacking his Wrath mechanic. Bloodbath helps reduce incoming burst damage, so he doesn't get instantly deleted by high damage nukes in PvP. Together, these sets allow Rahu to reach his full potential as a scaling bruiser that can survive long enough to dominate extended fights. Overall, after maxing his skills and testing him in different content, Rahu honestly feels incredibly strong right now. He functions as a bruiser, damage dealer, and utility unit all in one, and when built correctly, he can completely take over fights in both PvE and PvP. Let me know what you guys think about Rahu, and whether you're using him in your teams right now. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe for more Etheria Restart content. I'll see you guys in the next one.